Welcome back to part 2 of What If Domino Squad Survived. Thank you to those of you who watched the first part of this video. To recap what happened in that part in case you haven't seen it, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi had arrived in time to save the clones from the Separatist attack on the Rishi Moon outpost, and their survival had enabled the maintenance clone 99 to also live, after Grievous and Ventress had invaded Kamino. 99 had remained on Kamino when the Domino Squad returned to investigate the mystery of Tup's malfunctioning inhibitor chip, and after he had collected evidence that proved the Kaminoans had been collaborating with Dooku, their attempted escape is stopped by Shaak Ti. The Jedi Council member had been in the security room, and despite the clones failing to trigger the alarms, their force had alerted her to their presence. Igniting her blade, she questioned their motives for sneaking into Tipoca City when she saw the holographic transmission that was being played of Dooku talking to the Kaminoans. Master T is stunned into silence before trying to contact the Jedi Council, but Lola Sayu had alerted Dooku that Fives was becoming suspicious of them and had been ordered to jam all of the signals. The Jedi Master ordered the clones to leave for Coruscant in one of the Republic gunships as she tried to reactivate the signal to Coruscant. Entering back into the security room, she could sense something wrong, as the Kaminoans had vanished from their stations, and she immediately heard the sound of a dozen or so Magna Guards lunging with their electro staffs. The Togruta used her mastery of lightsaber combat in Forms 2 and 4 to gracefully dissect all of the droids and make a move for the entrance of the facility where her ship had been, until she noticed that her Jedi starfighter had been replaced by a Separatist starship and her routes had been blocked. On an adjacent platform, Domino Squad and Rex had escaped through a maintenance hatch, holding the valuable discs that contained the evidence they needed when they looked above and saw Master T allowing herself to be captured. The clones knew they could do nothing for the Jedi Master at that moment and snuck underneath the droids and onto an abandoned gunship, but to their disgust, it had been sabotaged by the Separatists. Echo desperately tries to repair the capacitor as the footsteps of the droids motor towards them, and just as they begin to surround the ship, Rex managed to take off. But from the water below, several remaining aqua droids rose up from beneath the water, grabbing their ship, then firing at will. Forced to eject themselves, the clones are saved by the passing native air whales, but they knew it would not be enough to take them off of the planet. The clones are pursued by a group of single droid aerial platforms through the rain clouds, until they heard the sound of multiple shots and cries of droids. Through the storm, a sleek looking shuttle emerged, and the hatch opened to beckon them inside. The occupants there to save them had been the legendary Clone Force 99, acting on a curious signal from the Rishi Moon outpost, and they took them back to Coruscant. Rex stood in front of the Domino Squad guarding the disc until they reached the Jedi Temple, and there General Skywalker escorts them to the Council Tower. Placing the disc in the centre of the room, the clones begin to tell the Jedi of what they had learned about the true reason for their creation, and Grandmaster Yoda immediately responds by ordering all clone martial commanders of the Grand Army of the Republic to have their inhibitor chips removed, then their subordinates. Next, planning for a way to rescue Master T, the clones insist on going after Palpatine first, but Master Windu wanted more proof of a direct connection to the Supreme Chancellor, and Dooku may hold the answers. Anakin is horrified that his friend had been accused by the Jedi, and sensing the conflict, Yoda placed Anakin and Obi-Wan in charge of the mission to retrieve the Jedi Council member. The focus of the Jedi Knight returned to the imminent mission, but he soon realised what the absence of Master T had done to the planet of Kamino, and sprinted to the communication centre. Along with the other clones, they looked for any allies on Tipoca City, and they finally reached 99, who had been helping the cadets and Kamino security guards to counter the intrusion, and he ordered the Jedi and clones to help them. Anakin and Obi-Wan mobilised their battalions and fleets as quickly as they could, but their journey still cost them several galactic days, and this time it was the Separatist fleet that blockaded their planet. Anakin knew he could use his superior strategic mind to defeat anything Grievous could throw at the Republic, and Obi-Wan took the elite clone troopers down to the planet's surface to protect the cloning facility. Domino Squad and Clone Force 99 worked in conjunction to fight off the droids, as Obi-Wan found Dooku looking at the facility with supreme confidence. Igniting his blade, Dooku lifted his into the air, but rather than throwing it to Obi-Wan or the clone embryos, he fired it towards the captured Shaak Ti. Obi-Wan had no time to reach out with the Force, but a thermal detonator arrived in time to deviate the path of the lightsaber into the wall, and at the other end of it had been 99. Dooku looked angrily at the maintenance clone, but had no time to choke him as Obi-Wan jumped down to try and cut off his head. That is it for part 2 of What If Domino Squad Survived. If you'd like to see a part 3 soon, please like this video, turn on that notification bell, click that subscribe button on this channel, as well as on my other channel What If Films. And as always, leave a comment about what if you'd all like to see next, and how I can improve my videos. Thank you all very much for watching, and see you next time.